In this video, I'll show you how to add audio to PowerPoint on Windows 10. First, make sure you have the most recent version of PowerPoint. If you do not, you can download it for free by going to office365.uwec.edu. You'll be prompted to log in with your UWEC credentials and do duo authentication. And then if you need it, you can click on Install Office on the top right corner. Once you have that all set, the first step, of course, is to design your PowerPoint. Try to use images and not a lot of text and make it interesting. And when you have your PowerPoint all designed, you can go to the Slideshow tab. There are a number of ways to add audio to PowerPoint, for instance under Insert. However, do not add audio that way because it will not time it with your slides. So if you use the Slideshow tab, Record Slideshow, it will make your slides move along with your audio narration, which is very important. So when you click on the bottom here, you can choose to record from the current slide or record from the beginning. And a big advantage of recording audio with PowerPoint is that at any point here, you could go in and let's say you thought you could do better on slide 3. You could re-record that by going in here and choosing record from current slide. So it's pretty handy that it records the audio for every slide individually. What I'm going to do is start from the beginning, which I'm clicked on anyway. And this is a little bit newer interface, so this is one big advantage of having the newest version of PowerPoint. When you're ready to record, you just hit record up here. It gives you a little countdown. And then you can basically say what you would say if you were presenting in a classroom, whatever elaboration you have on the slides. Try not to read the text on the slide. And then when you're ready for the next one, you can stop talking for a second, because remember, it records the audio slide by slide. So if you keep talking continuously as you're changing it, there's going to be a slight break. So stop talking for a second and then hit the next button. And down here you see the time start over on the bottom left because it times this per slide. And then this is the time of the whole presentation on the right side. You have some annotation tools, which are kind of tough to use if you don't have a tablet device, but they are available if you like that. And one thing that I see happen occasionally to people is if you are seeing yourself in your presentation, like it's recording your webcam, that may be because you have set your camera to record. I believe it is the default. So if necessary, come back in here and click this and make sure that the camera is not recording. You do have some settings options up here which are really handy. So I think I'm recording right now, so it's acting weird. I'll hit stop. So when you go to settings, you'll be able to choose your microphone. I have an external mic, so it's pretty handy. Make sure you do that before you start recording, actually. And just record one slide and stop and hit replay and make sure that your audio is recording. Just in case, it's very frustrating to record your whole presentation and realize that your audio didn't record. Now if you'd want to get rid of the audio that you've recorded, you can hit the clear button up next to settings. So when you are all good to go, all we need to do is get out of this interface, and to do that you can click escape or you can click the X up in the top corner. To know your narration has recorded accurately, you'll see a speaker down here. Whenever I tend to click here, I accidentally mute it, which is what happens if you click that. So, as I mentioned, you can listen to it back in the recording area. You can also play the slideshow from the beginning to verify that it all worked. When your audio is all recorded, the next step is to save it as a video. So to do that, go to File, Export, and create a video. I definitely don't do Ultra HD. Probably Full HD is totally fine. And yes, you want to use recorded timings and narrations. And the seconds spent on each slide, that's if there is no audio. So it's usually best to have some sort of audio on every slide. And then you can click on Create Video. It'll prompt you to save it somewhere. Make sure you notice where that is. And down here it gives you the progress indicator. It doesn't tell you when it's done exporting, it will just be done, and eventually you'll realize it happened and go check it out. So once you have your mp4 video, then the next step is to share it, and in another recording or instructions you'll be able to learn how to upload this to Kaltura and share it in a Canvas class.